Welcome back. It's worth an estimated £400 million, but this year the cost of living crisis may take the bite out of the chocolate egg market. The prices of the ingredients for Easter eggs, butter, eggs, cocoa and sugar have risen month after month since last summer, with sugar at a 6-year high. However, the shelves are still filled with eggs of many sizes and qualities, and consumer demand remains pretty high. David Greenwood-Haysh is an international chocolatier and joins me again. Welcome back to GB News with a few samples. Now, I talked about variety of quality. Presumably there is a huge variety of quality on what's on sale.
And it's really difficult to decode that because Easter eggs come in fancy packages and they look very pretty, and the boxes are 4 times bigger than the product inside. So until you've opened it, you don't really know which you're going to get. There's nothing on the table more than £7 today, but you can pay £150 for an Easter egg. You can certainly pay £15, £20, £30 at your local supermarket.
You and I have talked about chocolate before, and I learnt a lot on the last occasion. Is there anything special about putting chocolate into an egg? Why is it so popular with us, do you think?
Well, the history of it would go back way to Egyptians, so there's some religious connotation, and then it came to Christians, and so we've got all the pagan traditions of eggs and rebirth and those things.
Yes.
Then the Germans invented advent calendars and started making solid chocolate eggs. Solid, which were really expensive because chocolate came halfway around the world. And then we discovered a method of making a shell. And so as chocolate became more refined, we could make it into shapes and mould it. Once you could have a hollow egg, that meant the masses could have eggs. It was cheaper. And we've not had that for a couple of 100 years, probably.
It may sound a daft question, but does shape make any difference to taste?
Huge difference.
Does it?
You may notice one of the major manufacturers changed the squares on their bars to have a little wave on the back of it because it melts at different points, because the thin end melts quicker than the thick end.
Wow.
And it tastes creamier in your mouth. The scientific studies have proved.
Well, now, we've got a couple of minutes. Would you like to run us through your eggs or offer me some highlights, whatever you think's best, really?
Well, I think what I'd like to do is just break one of them open and let you try one of the eggs. Let's try a dark one. One of the key things I'd like to say is the number one ingredient when we read the label, because we go through the look, touch, smell and use all our senses, the number one ingredient should be chocolate.
Of course.
A couple of these eggs here, the number one ingredient is sugar. And you would notice a huge difference between this and those. I won't do the comparison because I'm not here to bash people. I'm going to bash this egg on the...
I was going to say, how do you get into an egg?
I'm going to...
Whoa!
Do that.
Good man. Now, last time you were on, you told me to listen to chocolate.
Absolutely, sir. So if you hold that to it, and usually the first thing it says is eat me. But if you then break your chocolate, it should have a crisp ring and a snap.
Oh, yes.
You can hear that ring. The more cocoa that's in there, the louder that noise will be. So a milk chocolate egg wouldn't make as loud a noise, and white chocolate will be even quieter still.
Now, I'm anxious to taste this egg, but again, you want me to go through a procedure, don't you?
I'd like you to smell the egg, so you shouldn't smell chemicals in there. You shouldn't smell anything unpleasant. It should be really chocolatey.
It's a really lovely smell, this one.
And then you may remember the isolating your olfactory, so you're going to put a piece onto your tongue, pinch your nose slightly, and you'll only taste one of the 5 things, which is sweet. When you need to breathe, release your nose, open your mouth a little and breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose. And that should go from just sweet to a burst of flavour, and you'll start to experience...
Brilliant burst of flavour. What does this egg retail at?
That £6.99. So it's a really...
You can get a really good egg for £6.99.
Absolutely.
Do you get anything inside, or is it just that's a hollow egg?
And there's 3 in that range that I've taken. I bought these from a discounter, so I've not gone to some of the high-end shops because you can find some really good products elsewhere.
What are the weird-looking ones at the end? They look...
Well, one of them's a cocoa pod.
OK.
That's a real cocoa pod. If I bring this across...
Gosh, that's an extraordinary object.
And this is two Easter eggs in effect put together in an artistic shape. And we've got dark chocolate, that's a 70% chocolate. This one's from Madagascar, you taste this one, which is from Ghana, and we can taste those as well. And we hear the fabulous crack. You can look at the thickness. Easter eggs are usually made with thinner chocolate.
Yeah, that's jolly
because you
thick.
can spin them. They go into a spinning machine and it ensures you get a thin coat. That means you get a quicker melt in your mouth, so you get the smoother and the hit of flavour quicker than you would from a bar.
David, I only made you smash another egg because at the end of all this, the crew out there like to eat all the chocolates. I just made you smash another one. David, thank you so much for coming back on GB News. Emily Carver's here. You're going to be taking over in a couple of minutes. What's on your show?
You had a nice end to your show, didn't you?
We often do.
May I try some in the break?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Fabulous. We're going to be talking about this new Indo-Pacific trade deal. What do people make of it at home? Do they think it's a great Brexit victory, or is it a disappointment compared to the European Union? I've noticed, have you noticed the same, that there are some people who like to talk this down? They're not impressed. They think this is, yes, a massive disappointment and that we shouldn't celebrate something like this. But I think it's a win.
Yep, so it sounds like you have a very clear point of view.
I think I do, but I'll speak to the experts, see what's going on, see how much it's going to be worth, the importance of it geopolitically, financially, economically. We shall see.
Well, Emily, it's marvellous because despite many things I covered on my show today, I certainly didn't go anywhere near that subject.
Ah, excellent.
So there's plenty for people to ponder. So Emily will be here in a moment. Many thanks to David Greenwood-Hodge. Thanks to all my guests this week. I will be taking a break next week, and so it will be a Sunday with Olivia Utley next week. I'll also be away the week after that, but I can't wait to be back and to see you again soon. Meanwhile, please enjoy your Easter eggs, and remember to go through the procedure of listening first, holding your nose and put it on your tongue. Goodbye.
Hello, I'm Craig Snow, and here is your latest forecast from the Met.